Kenya is a blessed country when it comes to farming. The land is rich in many places, the climate is friendly, and agriculture remains one of the biggest sources of income for millions of families. From the highlands of central Kenya to the warm coastal region, crops grow in different seasons throughout the year. Many people have changed their lives through farming. Some started with a small piece of land and a little capital, and today they earn hundreds of thousands of Kenyan shillings every season. If you are thinking about farming as a business, it is important to choose crops that have strong demand, good market prices, and stable buyers. In this composition, we will look at some of the most profitable crops to grow in Kenya and how they can transform your financial future. One of the most profitable crops in Kenya is tea. Kenya is one of the leading exporters of tea in the world. The highlands of areas such as Kericho, Nyeri, Murang'a, and Kisii are very suitable for tea farming. Tea requires patience because it takes about 2 to 3 years before the first harvest. However, once the tea bushes mature, they can produce for more than 30 years. A farmer with 1 acre of well-managed tea can earn between 100,000 Kenyan shillings and 300,000 Kenyan shillings per year, depending on the factory rates and management practices. The good thing about tea is that there is always a ready market. The crop is sold through tea factories and exported to many countries. With proper fertilizer application, regular plucking, and good management, tea remains a reliable long-term investment. Another highly profitable crop is coffee. Kenya's coffee is known worldwide for its quality. Coffee grows well in high-altitude areas with rich volcanic soils. Counties such as Nyeri, Kirinyaga, Murang'a, and parts of western Kenya have benefited greatly from coffee farming. Although coffee farming has faced challenges in the past, farmers who focus on quality and join cooperative societies can earn good money. 1 acre of well-managed coffee can produce several hundred kilograms of cherry per season. Depending on global prices and management, a farmer can earn between 150,000 Kenyan shillings and 400,000 Kenyan shillings per year from 1 acre. Coffee requires proper pruning, pest control, and timely harvesting, but the returns can be impressive. Avocado farming has become one of the fastest-growing agribusiness opportunities in Kenya. The demand for avocados, especially the Hass variety, has increased in Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. Many farmers in Murang'a, Kiambu, Nakuru, and Uasin Gishu are now planting avocado trees. Avocado trees start producing after about 2 to 3 years. 1 mature tree can produce hundreds of fruits per season. If a farmer plants 100 trees in 1 acre, and each tree produces fruits worth 2,000 Kenyan shillings per year, the total income can reach 200,000 Kenyan shillings or more. With good management and access to export markets, some farmers earn even higher amounts. Avocado farming requires good spacing, irrigation during dry seasons, and proper pest management, but the profits can be life-changing. Macadamia is another profitable crop that has gained popularity in Kenya. The nuts are in high demand internationally. Macadamia trees grow well in central Kenya and parts of Rift Valley. After planting, macadamia trees take about 3 to 4 years to start producing. Once mature, they can produce nuts for more than 40 years. A single mature tree can produce nuts worth several thousand Kenyan shillings each year. With about 70 to 100 trees per acre, a farmer can earn between 200,000 Kenyan shillings and 500,000 Kenyan shillings annually, depending on prices and yield. Macadamia farming requires patience, but once the trees mature, the returns are steady and attractive. French beans are also among the most profitable crops, especially for small-scale farmers. They are mainly grown for export to Europe. French beans take about 2 to 3 months from planting to harvesting. This means a farmer can grow several cycles in 1 year. On 1 acre, a farmer can harvest several tons per season. If the market price is good, a farmer can earn between 100,000 Kenyan shillings and 300,000 Kenyan shillings per season. However, French beans require careful management, proper grading, and strict quality control because export markets have high standards. Farmers who work with export companies or cooperatives often secure stable markets. Tomatoes are another crop that can bring high profits if managed well. Tomatoes grow in many parts of Kenya, including Kajiado, Kirinyaga, and parts of western Kenya. They mature within 3 to 4 months. 1 acre can produce thousands of kilograms of tomatoes. During seasons when supply is low, prices can rise sharply. A crate of tomatoes can sell for several thousand Kenyan shillings during peak demand. A farmer can earn between 100,000 Kenyan shillings and 500,000 Kenyan shillings per season, depending on timing and market access. However, tomato farming requires proper disease control, irrigation, and market planning because prices can fluctuate. Onions are also very profitable, especially when grown during dry seasons using irrigation. Onions have a longer shelf life compared to tomatoes. This allows farmers to store and sell when prices are favorable. Regions such as Kajiado, Narok, and parts of eastern Kenya grow onions successfully. 1 acre of onions can produce several tons. If the price per kilogram is good, a farmer can earn between 150,000 Kenyan shillings and 400,000 Kenyan shillings per season. Onions require good seed varieties, proper spacing, and timely weeding to achieve high yields. Capsicum, also known as sweet pepper, is another high-value crop. It is mainly grown in greenhouses, but can also grow in open fields. Capsicum has a strong demand in supermarkets and hotels. In a greenhouse measuring 8 meters by 15 meters, a farmer can harvest hundreds of kilograms per season. Depending on the market, this can translate to earnings of 200,000 Kenyan shillings or more per cycle. Greenhouse farming requires an initial investment that may range between 100,000 Kenyan shillings and 300,000 Kenyan shillings, but the returns can be impressive if managed properly. Strawberries are becoming popular among young farmers. They do well in cooler regions and can be grown in small spaces. Strawberries have high demand in supermarkets, hotels, and for making juice and yogurt. Although they require careful management and irrigation, they can produce fruits within a few months. A small quarter acre can generate income of over 100,000 Kenyan shillings per season if there is a ready market. The key to success in strawberry farming is finding buyers before planting. Watermelon farming is another profitable venture in warm regions such as Macadamia and parts of coast. Watermelons mature within 3 months. 1 acre can produce thousands of fruits. If each fruit sells for several hundred Kenyan shillings, total income can reach between 100,000 Kenyan shillings and 300,000 Kenyan shillings per season. Watermelons require good timing because prices drop when many farmers harvest at the same time. Bananas are a stable and profitable crop in many parts of Kenya, including Kisii, Meru, and parts of central Kenya. Tissue culture bananas produce high yields and are resistant to diseases. 1 acre can hold several hundred banana plants. Each plant can produce 1 bunch, weighing many kilograms. If each bunch sells for a few thousand Kenyan shillings, total annual income can exceed 200,000 Kenyan shillings. Bananas require manure, proper spacing, and good water supply to achieve high productivity. Irish potatoes are widely grown in areas such as Nyandarua, Nakuru, and Elgeyo Marakwet. Potatoes mature within 3 to 4 months. They have high demand in hotels, homes, and fast food businesses. 1 acre can produce several tons. Depending on prices, a farmer can earn between 100,000 Kenyan shillings and 300,000 Kenyan shillings per season. However, farmers must use certified seeds and control diseases to avoid losses. Cabbage is another profitable crop, especially for beginners. It matures within 3 months and has a ready local market. 1 acre can produce thousands of heads. If each head sells for a good price, the total income can be attractive. With proper planning, cabbage farming can generate over 100,000 Kenyan shillings per season. Chili farming has also become a strong export business. There is high demand for chili in international markets. The crop matures within 3 to 4 months and can be harvested continuously for several weeks. With good contracts from export companies, a farmer can earn hundreds of thousands of Kenyan shillings per acre annually. However, quality standards must be maintained. Murra farming in certain regions, such as Meru, has proven to be very profitable. The crop is harvested regularly and sold both locally and internationally. Farmers who manage their farms well earn steady income throughout the year. However, the market can be affected by international regulations. Sugarcane is widely grown in western Kenya. Although it takes about 1.5 to 2 years to mature, it provides bulk income once harvested. With proper management and contracts with sugar factories, farmers can earn significant amounts per acre. However, payment delays have sometimes affected farmers. Rice farming in irrigation schemes, such as Emwi, has transformed many lives. Rice has strong demand in Kenya. 1 acre under irrigation can produce many bags per season. Depending on the price per bag, income can be substantial. Rice farming requires access to water and good management. In recent years, horticulture has continued to lead as one of the most profitable sectors in Kenyan agriculture. Export crops such as snow peas, baby corn, and herbs bring foreign exchange and good returns to farmers. However, farmers must meet strict quality standards and work closely with export companies. When choosing the most profitable crop to grow in Kenya, it is important to consider your location, climate, access to water, soil type, and market. Profitability does not depend only on the crop, but also on management. A well-managed farm of 1 acre can outperform a poorly managed farm of 5 acres. Farmers should also practice diversification. Growing more than one crop reduces risk in case prices drop for one product. Farming is no longer just a traditional activity. It is now a serious business. With proper planning, record keeping, and market research, Kenyan farmers can earn from tens of thousands to millions of Kenyan shillings every year. The key is to start with the right crop, manage it well, and look for reliable markets. Kenya has great potential in agriculture. The demand for food is increasing as the population grows. Export markets are also expanding. With hard work, patience, and smart decisions, farming can provide financial freedom. The most profitable crops in Kenya are those that meet market demand, suit your environment, and are managed with care. If you choose wisely and commit yourself fully, the land can reward you generously for many years to come.